This episode of the Triangle Offense podcast is hosted and sponsored by Unheralded Media. Unheralded Media is a digital media collective formed all by the love of basketball. So if you make videos, podcasts, articles, or you're a photographer or a videographer, and you love and specialize in making content surrounding the game of basketball, come to Unheralded and we'll host and sponsor your content. Whether it's NBA, WNBA, NCAA, or even the high school level, we'll take in your content and you can join us and form a special community. So if you do want to join, DM us at Unheralded on Instagram, Twitter, and all the other social media platforms you can find on our website, www.unheralded.xyz/web. Thank you for listening. Welcome back to the Triangle Offense podcast, the only podcast that's going to win more playoff games than the Phoenix Suns. How y'all doing? Y'all know I had to start off strong with the Phoenix Suns slander. I will not let up. I never let up. I love every second of this. I need more of it. If they could lose 5 games, I wish they
Derek White
would.
scored. Derek White just scored. Derek White just scored. All right, my fault. What's good? I'm good. Before we get into this episode real quick, Nas Reed, 6 Man of the Year. He from Jersey. We love Jersey. We all from Jersey. We got the
Yes,
best.
sir.
We got the
Yes,
best.
sir.
So, we just got to shout out, a Jersey legend when there is one.
Starting off strong, talking about the awards because this is our very own, very special award show. Of course, we are very much into the playoffs right now, and we already have some exquisite basketball that's being played right now. And we already got some award winners that are already confirmed. Shout out to Tyrese Maxey, and of course, shout out to Nas Reed. But of course, we made our award picks a little early before the season started. Some of them aging a bit well, like Tyrese. Some of them not aging well, like my very strong Anthony Davis Defensive Player of the Year campaign, just for him not to end up being a finalist.
Bro,
But
they damn on there. That's kind of crazy.
I mean,
I get it, but like,
he's gonna keep ended up on being a finalist. And
I'm gonna be real.
ironically, he gonna end up like AD. He
it
gonna
has
go 10
nothing to
years finally.
Bam's impact on the floor defensively
doesn't show up on
might
stats.
yeah his like
But
it might be stronger than AD's. I'm gonna be real just for the simple fact that he switches 1 through 5,
yeah, he's way more mobile than AD.
way more mobile.
That's because
His
he's
thing
six
would be,
nine. Like,
yeah, his thing with being a finalist almost every year it has everything to do with his versatility as a defender, not
Yeah.
necessarily anything stat wise.
hmm
It's like Derek White has more blocks than him for the season, so it's like,
he knew that by heart.
it's not it's never going to be anything stat wise and everything like his impact on the floor.
So, of course, the NBA has their own 7 awards that I'm sure everybody is giving in their ballots this time of year. But over here, we like to do things a little bit different. So we made up our own 7 awards that we're going to hand out. But before we dive into that, we do have some unfinished business. So we're going to dive into them all NBA teams because it's also that time of year. And I love doing the teams. So we're going to run our teams as a little appetizer before the main event. Who wanna start with their first team?
You want
Uh,
to go 13?
yeah, you don't want to
Yeah,
start
start
with,
for bottom to the top for sure.
all right. Uh, for third team, it's positionless. I'm so
I think
used
they made I think they made a position list this year, but I
to
always be
positionless.
formatting it
Yeah,
it's type easy.
it's positionless this year, and it's like I'm so used to making it like position like oriented. So Uh, I'll try my best. I tried my best to make them as non-positionless as I could.
I'm
So,
shameless. Mine is definitely position, but like
okay.
I don't feel bad. Like I feel like they deserve.
So to start for third team, I got for my first guard, I got Tyrese Maxey.
Mm,
Um, yes, Maxey just won MIP, even though I think that award is above a player of his caliber. Um, but uh, Maxey just had a great season in my eyes. I just don't see where, I just don't see many guards who would be considered like third um team guards that are better than him. So he would be there. Um, and Nahum is not gonna like this. My second guard
I'm gonna say Derek White.
is not gonna be Derek White.
Nah, don't. Please don't even
He's gonna
say the
say
name.
Jalen Brown.
He's gonna
No,
say Tyrese Halliburton because
I'm gonna say
He don't
Ty.
qualify. He don't qualify.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he didn't make the game limit. So then Jalen Brown is my third. That was my back. That was gonna be my backup. Jalen Brown is my uh second guard for the third team. Um, Jalen Brown has just been a dog all year. This is probably, even though like his scoring numbers went down and everything like that, uh, this has probably been the best year of his career. As I watch Jason Tatum just hit a three off his assist, this is beautiful. I love playoff basketball. But yeah, as far as everything in terms of like him thinking the game better, defensively, he's been very great this year. This is probably his best defensive year also. So Tatum got 10 already.
bro, don't even talk about Tatum. As far as
I know
let it
we
go,
still hurt from Sunday.
let it go. Go ahead,
But
continue.
yeah, Jalen Brown has very impressed me with how he responded to his bad playoff run last year. So Jalen Brown gets my second guard nod for the third team.
Mm.
So now on the forwards, I gotta go Braun as my first forward. I think it's hard to overlook Braun uh being on any t team in general. I think every year, like
Question.
he doesn't show signs of like slowing down in terms of like just completely falling off. But
What's the game limit? 65?
65. Yeah.
Okay.
Braun made it. Braun made it. Uh, but yeah, I just don't see any signs of Braun ever like slowing down, like completely falling off, slowing down. Like we see the athletic capability going down a bit, but in terms of his gameplay, it's still very high gameplay. And yeah, like Braun is always going to do enough to be considered on one of these teams. So to me, that's my third. Uh, that's my yeah, that's my small forward. Uh, for the two center positions or the two last four positions. Uh this is where it gets hard for me because it's like since Embiid didn't make the limit,
Yeah. It's gotta be like a random, low key.
it's kind of gotta be like a random, and then it's also like I don't want to someone who I had in this area, I don't want to put them there now because like uh now that he can't be in this, it's like now they're kind of too low, if you guys understand what I'm saying.
I feel what you mean.
So my next my next well my four, I was going with Anthony Davis originally, uh simply because of how um I love the way he responded to everything this season, especially like I'm always I've been hard on AD since he got to the Lakers,
That's
mostly
You gotta
after
say bam. I seen it. I remember the lore. Yeah.
that's third team, bro.
I said like I feel like he should be higher because like Joel Embiid isn't there no more. But it's like I don't know. The other people I'm gonna say ahead of him is just like I feel like they should be there.
You about to say Wemby? Like, like what's
No,
happening?
no.
Bro, like he could have made second team.
Go ahead, bro.
Now,
I
live.
gotta hear it.
Just finish what you got going.
Yeah, so that's my third. I mean, that's my fourth. And then for the last position, uh, I don't know who to put here necessarily. I kept thinking about it center wise. Cause like Embiid being hurt is just makes all of this harder.
I ain't gonna lie, Cat. I had Cat, but he didn't. He
I
missed
had
it by
Cat,
3 games. He
but he
missed it
missed.
by
Yeah.
3 games.
That's what I'm saying. Like the people who should be here can't be here because of the game limit, which
I
makes everything
mean, I ain't gonna lie. Technically speaking, you could go Cat's twin tower on the other side. You feel me? For third team,
This is not defensive. This is not defensive team.
he averaged 14 and 13 on the best team in the league. On one of the best teams in the league.
This is
This
not
is crazy. I don't think this is hard, bro.
what why is it not hard?
Bro, like the people I got, like I feel like even with the people who are out, like I feel like I filled it in like mad easy.
I don't know because I feel like the person I filled in here is just like y'all probably gonna be like what? But my next guy was Jared Allen. Uh,
That's not a bad take.
I don't hate that. That's just a take. You feel me? Like
he said this is the tape. Yeah, Jared Allen. I feel like Jared Allen got a lot better this year than he was last year. I think there was a lot of improvement. Um, he's always been one of the best like big men in the league in terms of doing his job, but I got a little more of him this year. Like he's been a little more aggressive on the offensive end this year. Seeing a lot of 25 balls from him and everything like that. Like that's not something you usually would get out of Jared Allen in his earlier days in his career and everything. So yeah, Jared Allen is my next guy, and that's my All NBA third team right there.
you wanna go
Uh,
last?
yeah, I'll go last.
All right, for my third team, my first guard, I got Wardell. I know
Hmm.
I know it's a tough season, but I mean, still had that 26, 26, 4 and 5. Still almost gave me that 50, 40, 90, 41% from 3. I mean, like that's regular. You feel me? I feel like he's kind of going to be a shoe in. If not for his numbers, like because he didn't really like fall off,
Wait, Harold, you
he's
want
still gonna get the
position
credit.
list?
You
Nah,
say
he
nah.
followed position. He followed position order.
I like low key follow positions.
Okay, okay.
So that's my one guard. My second one, uh, it's probably like the one I'm most iffiest about. I could probably switch it with like one or two other guards. Um, I got Devin Booker, career high in assists, 27 points per game. That's still top 10 in the league in scoring. Um, not much to say on that. He's another player who ain't really like regressed in terms of his output. His playmaking has been impressive because they decided that they didn't want a point guard. Um, and then for my forwards, I'm super solid with how I feel about my forwards. My first one, I got Kawhi Leonard, bro. This just like a little celebration for me, just cause they got this game play limit, and he still
Hmm.
made it, and he had a really good season production wise. Um, and the Clippers are up there, so I can't. I feel like a team like the Clippers, they had to have like a representative, 24, 6 and 4. You feel me? played. He didn't start missing games to the end of the season, so that really benefited him. Almost 50, 40, 90. I feel like that's like super slept on. Is that he was like, bro, 52% from the field, 42% from three, 88% from the line, bro.
That's elite.
That's one of the most elite shooting seasons he's ever produced. I gotta give him love for that. And
That's what
then for the bigs, this one is my public this is my second public apology. I gotta give it to Zion, man. Um, he took it personal. He had a really great last 4 months of the season after that in-season tournament. I'm sure if I break up the splits, the numbers is even more impressive. But 23, 6 and 5. I mean, again, our whole thing is like he could easily be like a 70% from the field player, but 57. I'm pretty sure that's like a career low, but even still, if you're an offensive engine, shooting 57% from the field is still impressive. And he willed the Pelicans. He willed the Pelicans. We didn't think they'd be as competitive as they were. We knew they had the talent, but like for them to come out as the 7th seed, they was really supposed to be the 6th seed. They still got into the playoffs. It was just a really impressive season. I think he deserves some credit. And Mike not gonna like this last one, but I feel like it's very deserving. Um, I get that third team one to Sabonis. Um, he has a lot of faults for
I ain't
sure.
gonna lie,
that's
you just
not
went
crazy.
for
That's
me and you almost have a spot on list for
that's
third
not
team.
that's not crazy to me. He's higher on my list. So
Bro, what, bro? Like this, nah, this be the reason why Anthony Davis is third team though, Harold. You got really like you got locked in. Might be bugging sometimes, bro.
I'm not bugging.
Oh my god.
Cause you gotta really think about it. Once you get to the second team,
Oh man.
like that's really like let's be
So
real.
so
First
you
first
gave
team pretty much
Sabonis the second
solidified.
team over AD?
That's wild. That's wild. Nah, that might be one of the craziest takes.
Is it? Because like whenever they match up, especially this year, what happened?
Oh my god.
What
Was
happened?
that what it came down to?
Huh?
Was that what it came down to?
Honestly, yes, because I had AD on second first, but then I thought about when they matched up each other. I was like,
But it's like it's not about when they match up with each other.
Oh
It's
my
about like
god.
the overall production on the season,
I mean, then what's his name break the record for like most consecutive double doubles?
He
bro.
did, and that's why he third team.
Not worried.
I don't know about third. I like the second.
All right, bro. Go
You done?
ahead.
You
Go
done?
ahead, huh? Go ahead.
At my one, you feel me? I got Wardell, Stephen Curry. Um, what's understood doesn't really need to be explained. His team really being this poor this year is really the only reason why he's third team for me. Because if his team was better and he played a little bit better, he could have easily been second team at most. I don't think he was getting first team this year, depending on how well of the season he had. I'm gonna be real. Um,
I mean, the other guards just played better, a lot better than him too. Though.
yeah. Uh, for my other guard, I went Devin Booker. Um, yeah, no, I feel some type of way about Devin Booker. I love Devin Booker's game. 27 a game on 7 assists. Um, we haven't seen him distribute the ball like this since what 2020, 2020, 20, yeah, 2020, 2019. Um, yeah, and he pretty much shot 50% from the field, which is crazy to considering how much difficult shots he takes. Um, my small forward, I went Kawhi, like Harold said. Um, this was a terrific bounce back year for Kawhi, especially dealing with all the injuries that he faced last season. And like he said, his shooting splits was crazy. Um, yeah. And then my 4, I went Bam. I went Bam at my 4. Uh, Bam had a not a career high year, but I feel like he looked better this year as far as like his buckets, his feeling around the court. Like he looks like as late as it is, and it's well not late, but for him to be so far into his career and still be young, like he's starting to figure it out. I think at a better level, and he averaged what 4 assists, 10 rebounds, so 52% from the field. And then my last one was Sabonis. Um, yeah, the same thing with him. That was understood doesn't really need to be explained. 60% from the field, 14 rebounds a game, 8 assists, 19 points. Um, yeah, that's my third
I
team,
can't
third all
I can't I
third all
can't
NBA team.
leave the third team without doing this because it's heavy on my heart. I have to I can't move on without saying this. De'Aaron Fox needs third team All NBA votes, recognition.
Nah, for sure.
As long as if Book gets it, if Curry, like whoever, if they get it, like I can live with it.
But
But
he needs to.
when the ballot comes out, I need it to be like this. I need like because he had a hell of a season, just as good
He had a great season.
as
Yeah.
any other guard we gonna mention.
To be honest with you, like really going back and forth, I really almost wanted to give it to him over Curry on my list, but
I was gonna give it to him over Booker. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
couldn't give it. I couldn't give it to him over Booker. You know, we know why you could give it to him over Booker, but I couldn't give it to him over Booker, bro. But yeah, he had a great season too. Let me start the second team.
All right, bet.
Right.
We gonna
Okay.
go in like snake order.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
So for my second team, starting with the guard,
Easy,
I'm going Jalen Brunson at the 1.
easy,
Great,
Easy.
great year. Great
super
year for
easy.
Jalen. Like
Has an
the
argument for first team.
has an art. No, I can't say he has an
Ah,
argument
hell
for
no.
first team.
I can't say
I can't.
that. I
He
can't
does
say
I
that.
have.
can't.
I'm sorry.
I can't say he has an argument for first team.
I mean, not
But
against the
what I
players, but
can
in general.
what I
I
Yeah.
feel
can
you.
say,
I feel you.
me and my
I feel
mom
you.
was talking about this the other day. I need to see him. I need to see some votes for him for. Well, oh yeah, the finals already came out, but I don't know. He should have been in that finals for MVP like the way as far as most valuable player. Like if you take Jalen Brunson off this next team, they're not making the playoffs at all. Like
Nah,
they have no
after the trade deadline, they'll still make the playoffs.
nah
Nah, not even.
nah
I'm not gonna
not
lie.
even
Oh,
like his impact.
y'all
Like
gotta remember, bro.
he
Y'all
had
gotta
a
remember the
crazy
East is
stretch.
trash. The East is trash.
But bro, like
They will still be better
you
than.
got you got
They
it
make a
wasn't gonna be
plan. You feel me?
maybe
They
like
beat
maybe
Chicago.
Oh my God, BT Hooper.
but yeah, Jalen Brunson had a great year, career year. 29 a game, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Um that's my PG for that for his second team.
That's
Going
my.
to the shooting guard.
That should be easy.
Believe that.
I'm going to Ant Man.
Believe
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I'm going to Ant Man for that too, man.
Okay.
You feel me? 79 games played, almost a near perfect year as far as being on the floor. Career year and points and assists, 26 a game, five assists, 5 rebounds. Um what were they, the second seed? Third seed?
Third. Third.
Yeah, they
Let
finished
it
third. They
First.
finished third.
let
East,
it let it
second. Minnesota third.
um great team year for the Timberwolves, and
Absolutely. Absolutely.
75% of the reason for that is because of Anthony Edwards. Um and even though it's a lot that shows in the stat sheet, like intangibles wise and defensively wise, like it's a lot that doesn't show in the stat sheet too. Like Anthony Edwards is a great teammate, and it's like on the defensive side, he really took like a big leap this year
Right.
and took extra pride on defense. So that's my two. My three, I went Braun for second team.
Ooh.
My glorious king.
I put Braun on the second. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I couldn't put Braun on the third team. Like that just looks so weird to me. Like even second team looked weird, but it's like he couldn't make the first team. But he still had a great season. What being 39 years old. What he averaged 25. Hold on, let me pull it up. He averaged 26, 7, and 8 in his 21st year. Shot 54%, career high in 3-point percentage, 41% from three.
Like, come on, bro.
Like, bro, like he's still improving in his 21st year. Like this is kind of crazy. And playing 71 games. This he's just I don't know.
Braun.
He taking in the
Something
glory.
else.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Braun's something else. But yeah, at my four, I
Come
went
on.
KD.
Come on.
I went KD at my
Yes.
four.
Yes. 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 Yes.
75 games played. A great bounce back year from last year as well for him. You know, KD 54. What did he shoot from free throw line? It was like 80, 90?
He was
Was it
around.
90?
He was around like 88. I,
Well, he shot
I don't
52%.
yeah, I don't know.
50,
86.
80.
yeah,
Okay.
50, 40, 80. Um, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 27 a game. It's like it's KD. When KD's healthy, he's just one of the most difficult players to guard in the league. So
Not
That
supposed to
efficiency a
be.
little low.
yeah, nah, that's facts though. His efficiency it did drop this year, but
I think that comes from him not getting doubled as much, so he's taking more shots because there's Bradley Beal and Devin Booker on the floor with him.
that's true.
So yeah,
And
that's
that
what that is.
Finish that strong. Finish that
like you
strong.
know, like wait, Harold. I just want to know if did we like match up? Did we go 5 for 5
You
in the
know
end?
it, and I'm
Okay.
mad because it's all we was about to have a unanimous second team, and here this man go.
At my five, I went Anthony Davis, man. Like, and I want to stay on this topic for a little moment because like what he did this year and the impact that he had this year for as many people that call him a glass man, feel me? Like 76 game played for Anthony Davis. Like he took pride in playing games this year. Like, and I know he had some knick-knack injuries, you know, some little aggravating injuries that he had during the year, but he still played and he had a great season, 25 a game, 13 rebounds, 4 assists.
13,
13 rebounds is crazy.
2 blocks, fourth
Four
in blocks.
assists, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 1 steal. Like he was doing everything. On 56% shooting, crazy efficient. Yeah, that's my second team.
Go ahead, Mike.
So we had the same thing with Brunson and KD. Uh, I put Kawhi for my small forward only because uh one he was a huge like I know when James Harden got there they were completely trash, but like when they made that run when they had like the best record at one point from like December and January or something like that, he looked like a top 5 player in the world. Um, and then on top of that, it's just
In the world.
yeah.
Continue.
If you're a top 5 player in the NBA, you're a top 5 player in the world.
Yeah, fair.
That's it.
Nah, but I wasn't. I'm saying though, like you had him top 5 in the league when he was going off. Like,
Yeah, I'm sorry when Kawhi's locked in like that, like he's easily a top 5 player in the league, easily.
okay, continue.
Yeah, I just this was a like Harold said, with Kawhi, this was a great year for him in terms of like just him playing games in general. We don't get that from Kawhi a lot because he has cooked knees. He just came back yesterday, so like um
Looking
How did
terrible.
how did he look yesterday? Yeah, I didn't
Looking
see the game.
terrible,
he
bro.
looked
Every
bad
shot was
yesterday.
mad short.
Yeah, he got no lift on his shot. Like
I'm not gonna lie. I would have seen him lose a game before him coming. Like I think they could have been played way better yesterday if they just would have let him stay out. If that makes sense.
I
Like
feel it though, cause like if they wanted to
that
bring
makes
him
sense.
back, you might as well do it as soon as you can, than like until y'all back is against the wall. Cause they go down 3-0 and then bring him back, and then he does that exact same thing. Like then you really done for.
I don't know. I
nah.
don't think they need Kawhi to beat
Yeah,
them.
I was about to say yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I got the Mavericks winning regardless, but it's like the Clippers are 100% capable of beating the Mavericks without Kawhi. It's not like they're playing like the Nuggets or something. Like so, but yeah, 23, 6, and 3, 52% from the field. We all know Kawhi's one of the efficiency men. So yeah, like this to me, like this is a great year for Kawhi, especially when nobody expect him to actually like be available and play games. So that there's that, and then y'all know what my five is, Sabonis. Um,
We could have had a unanimous second team, All NBA second team.
Nah,
20,
he had Kawhi though, so it ain't even matter.
uh 20, he averaged 20, well 19, I rounded 20, 13, almost 14, 13.7, 8 assists, and 60% from the field. Those are great numbers. And first off, let's
But it's like and
let's
yeah,
not
and
act,
and
wait. Let's not act like this is just hate on AD because I was on Sabonis. I was on
Yeah,
Sabonis heavy last year.
you were.
I was
but
on
you gotta
Sabonis heavy last year.
understandable, rightfully so. But when you bring up the 60% from shoot like from the field, it's like what you said about Jokic when I said he was shooting 70, you said
Yeah,
most of his shots were floaters and like literally the only shots Sabonis takes are drop steps and dunks. So it's
and
like
last year his efficiency was not that high, so he got
that's
better.
that
That's what I'm
not
saying.
yet okay, but it's like he has no like offensively, like especially for someone like you, like when it comes to bigs, you are a bag big. Like you like bigs with
100%,
more
100%,
like you feel me? So it's like
100%. But he also did a lot for the Kings in general in terms of impact.
nah, that's definitely true. Like I'm
Like
not I'm not taking nothing away from Sabonis. I don't know.
Like the King, like I'm not gonna lie, I love De'Aaron Fox, but I don't know if he would have been able to carry this year without Sabonis with that roster with the injury.
Understandable.
So, uh, yeah, I gave Sabonis the edge over AD. Don't kill me.
I'm pretty sure everybody's first team is
This
Identical.
a this
unanimous.
just a this just a celebration.
Not word.
This is a celebration. You feel me? We already had our what happened, bro?
Tatum Ford, he broke out 14. I needed this on
He
Sunday.
got 16, but
He got
I'm gonna
16.
let I'm gonna let
yeah,
Mike do his poems to Shay and Tatum,
not word.
and then I'll talk a little bit about Luca. Feel me?
Oh, so I can start.
I'm telling y'all next year though, I'm stamping it right now. I'm
Ja
stamping
first
it
team.
right now.
Ja Morant, first team All NBA.
You feel me? I'm
Ja
stamping it.
MVP.
Nah,
Memphis is winning the finals.
not a
He gonna
bad
be
take.
second team. He gonna be second team with
Nah,
Brunson.
he's definitely
I
he's
feel you.
definitely gonna be first team. I understand what you're saying. Definitely
He
first
gonna
team.
have best season to Shay. He gonna have the best season to
Yes,
Luca.
yes. Not Luca, not Luca.
He's
Like
gonna have
Luca
better
is just
season than Shaq.
Luca's he's like Jokic. Like he's gonna average his 34, 10, and 10. So it's like
And
it's like he's always gonna be first team.
SGA is gonna always average his 36 and 6 with two
Okay.
steals.
His
And
32
and
point
and
man.
Ja's gonna average his 37 and 5. So we go, and then we go at the end of the
Has
season.
Ja ever averaged 30 in his career?
Bro, he averaged 27. He was going up. He was going up. Like we can't. Like he can't improve. He can't get
But
better.
you can't say that. Like you said, you gonna average his 30, like he always averaged 30. He never did
No,
it.
no, 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 no. He's gonna average his 30, which he's gonna come back and average 30 next year with 7 assists and like 5 rebounds.
Okay, bro.
Fact.
Okay, bro.
Just know, I just want y'all to stamp it. You feel me now? So like when it happens,
You can
and I come
stamp
back to this episode, you feel
it.
me?
You can stamp it. We hear you.
No word.
We hear you. We hear you. Loud and clear.
We don't even gotta say too much, bro. Luka, fantastic, phenomenal season, MVP caliber.
Mhm.
You know, tried his hardest.
Yeah.
He not gonna win. You know that hurt me deep. I stood down on it 10
Nah,
toes since
So
day one, but
I think he made some ground.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. If Shea wins MVP, that's crazy. Like this
he's
is a
not.
crazy run.
He's gonna be he's gonna be a super third place,
Wait, you think Jokic is winning his third MVP, bro?
bro.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that bro. You see how the vote? You see how they be talking
Yeah.
about Jokic, bro?
I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
SGA actually has more
I'm gonna
first
be real.
right now. So
I'm
like
a, I rather Luca. I rather Luca. I really rather Luca win it over Shea just because like
you don't
it's his
like
time. Huh? No, 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 no. You think I would rather see a Luca MVP over Shea? Like y'all know how I feel about Luca.
I don't know. You don't really
I'm
like
just
both
saying.
of them.
But I'm just no, no, no. I like Shea. Shea is valid. Like I never like discredited Shea. But all I'm saying is like I feel like it's just Luca's time. Like the past couple years, like he's been playing at an MVP level, and he
I
just
mean,
has
since like his third year in the league, he's been playing like an MVP, really.
exactly. So it's just like I mean, if Shea can repeat this season next year, I give it to him next year. But as far as like giving a nod right now, I give it to Luca over Shea. But
Luka win
go ahead.
MVP. I'll do a whole episode with my shirt off, bro. Like I'll see it. I like it. I need it to happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I already made my peace with it.
Just be prepared to do that episode. But you know how they feel about Luca too, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Like they treat him like the golden child. So
Bro, I ain't never seen Glaze like Jokic, bro. And then they
listen, man,
just good, bro.
you don't remember Luca? Nah, peak Luca Glaze was crazy. Like
Bro,
peak
peak
Luca
Luka
Glaze.
Glaze should be right now.
Nah, word, that's facts. But
But I'm
it's
sorry,
already
like Jokic Glaze isn't crazy though. Like
I'm not saying it's crazy, but it just got more power than like any other argument.
it's because like he just he got some dark magic with him.
I don't appreciate like I don't know like because when you really look at it,
The only
assist
other person I know that can win over the only other people I know that can win over him consistently is probably Giannis and Embiid. Like
it's not that hard for people like Jokic to get triple doubles a game if you really look at it. Like most of it come from help, and he has a bunch of shooters around him, so he gonna get his 8 to 10 assists a game. And then it's like he's a big, he's gonna rebound a ball, and then scoring in this league is just like anyone can score.
okay,
So
now
it's like
like underrating his ability to share the ball. Like
no, no,
Jokic.
no, 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 no. I'm not like he passes ball at a high level, but it's like a good 5 to 6 assists. Like let's be real, is 9 times out of 10 swinging to an open man because he's getting doubled or something, or he sees the help, or he sees the help side coming. Like I don't know.
He
I
be
feel like
breaking down defenses and he's 7 feet. Like that, like
nah. I don't know. It's just something like he's always gonna be in the MVP talks just because of the numbers. And when that becomes a norm, like the same thing with Luca, like Luca's gonna average 33, 8 and 8 probably for the next 6 to 7 years.
it's
So
going to
it's
be
like
big for bigs regardless though. If there's bigs dropping numbers like this, it's going to be favored towards bigs.
yeah,
It's only
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's just gonna be extremely hard for guards to win MVP.
you gotta drop like you gotta be like Russ or something.
And even Shea's averaging 31, 5 and 5. But
Yeah.
it's like all right, let's be real. The clear MVP
Don't
this
forget
year,
the
I
steals.
say is
Don't forget the steals.
yeah, two steals. Like I give Shea like as far as like who should win based off of this year alone, like I would give it to Shea. But it's like he's probably not gonna win just because one. his numbers don't look like Luka's and Jokic's, but
He has more votes than Luca right now, actually. First place votes.
I
Surprisingly.
don't. We're gonna see, but I just had to go
And
on a
that's
little
because they
rant.
finished as the first seed. I'm
Fact.
telling you, bro. Michael Jordan could come back in his prime right now. If he finished the fourth seed and Jokic finished the first, he gonna win. Jokic gonna win MVP. Like
I wish that applied to my star, but you know.
that's
Bro,
because that's because
y'all
he
just got
played in
y'all
the
got too
East.
much.
He a
Y'all just
Derek
got
White
too.
merchant.
Nah, what?
Nah,
Uh,
Derek White Merchant is crazy.
Speaking of Jason Tatum, of course, that's the
Just he
that's
definitely
the
made
first
that.
wing on the first team All NBA.
Yes,
He
sir.
gonna be
that's three straight.
he's a
Three straight.
mainstay. He's a first team mainstay. He's going to be for many more years.
Hmm.
And then the lost hero of this season and all this madness, the Greek Freak,
Yeah.
who's very quietly had a very stellar year. And it's quiet because we're kind of used to it, and he has two MVPs. Um, and his team had a really weird season. And every day I feel bad that his coach is the person that it
Like,
is, but he
bro,
still had a
30,
really great season.
30, 12, and 7, bro.
That's not
Like
regular, but
that's
it's
not
regular.
regular,
You
but
feel
like you
me?
feel like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Not for sure. For sure.
that's this is
So
the
the
evolution
fact
of the
that he
game.
ain't really the fact that he didn't finish top three is kind of wild. But the season been so crazy, it's not even that crazy.
Now we're
Now we got to get into the super special limited edition awards that we got for fun over here. I got 7 awards for us to go over. I got my winners. So I'm gonna say the awards. I'm gonna give a little brief description, and then we're gonna make our little hypothetical cases for these players if they were real awards. First award I got is the House Arrest Award, and the House Arrest Award goes to the best matchup lockdown player.
Mike said it earlier. My pick.
And I got a couple picks. I think no time is better than a present for me to talk about my pick. Um, and it's Jaden McDaniels.
Okay. I love
You
that
know
pick.
that man
That's a
Anthony
good
Edwards.
pick. That's a
He said
good.
they got Kevin Durant, but we got Jaden
We got James
McDaniels,
McDaniels.
and he ain't never lied once. And believe that. You feel me?
Now we're
I mean, just a fantastic matchup defender. I feel like if you're not familiar with his game, the proof is in the pudding. I know Ant said that being serious, but it came off as a joke. But genuinely, especially in the series and throughout the season, one of his one of his most consistent performances is how he matches up defensively against Kevin Durant, and
not yeah.
that's just a sample size about how his length, his mobility, and his versatility
Easy.
as a as a perimeter defender, it
No
goes
goody,
a
no
long
goody.
way, and no giddy, and like
Yo,
Yo,
no,
what?
nah. He be yo. I hate Arrow, bro. I hate him. He be bugging.
and
Nah.
if
Why
you
they
would
rhyme though? Why they why they rhyme though? That's
Yo, it's
crazy.
like, bro, come on, bro. Like,
Oh
come
my god.
on, bro. Come on, bro.
That's
Come
bad.
on, guys. Like,
Oh my
we had to
god.
say that, guys.
Yo,
bro,
Arrow crazy.
and
Man.
we joke about Gobert all the time, and a lot of it be fair game because he's just a very polarizing player, and his legacy and such. But I'm always down for the healthy debate that Jaden McDaniels deserves more credit for the Wolves' defensive
Oh nah, for
cap-
sure.
capabilities this season. The output
I'm
has been such a point of emphasis for why they're such a good team, and I feel like
I'm
all of that love cannot solely go to Rudy Gobert. Granted, Rudy Gobert is still Rudy Gobert, even if he doesn't deserve as much love as he's getting. he's for sure still a fantastic defender, and he's definitely impacted their defense. But Jaden McDaniels,
He's just
if
tough.
if the defensive player of the year award was a little different in how people viewed it, he would be getting a lot of love. So
Nah, for sure.
he's for sure my house arrest player for sure. He be having KD in the crib like young boy in Utah, respectively.
Nah, my my pick was Sabonis. I don't know what it is. Anytime Sabonis play AD, like I'm talking like
That's such a specific pick, bro. And you about to
nah
validate this man putting Sabonis second team, bro.
I
nah
wasn't thinking it's a bonus. That's
no no
that.
no
I
no
know you
no
wasn't.
that's not a validation because like it's that second team goes based off of the overall year. It doesn't go based off of a matchup with another player. But like what I think he was holding AD to like what 13 or 12 points, something like that. Like,
Yeah, and like almost single digit rebounds.
yeah, like that's that's not normal. But
But that's also
hey,
just that's also just a European center thing with AD. I don't know. Like he just
He
gotta
play
nah,
Valanciunas, he gets spooky. It's like
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what it is with AD and European centers. He just don't lock in.
nah. Um, I don't know. Like his numbers, field goal percentage goes down. His plus minus looks terrible versus them. Like he just completely shuts AD out the game. So that's my pick for the house
Mike,
arrest award.
I know who you got already. Already know who you got.
I just humor me. Who?
I want you to say it.
Oh, Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown, Jalen Brown has had a lot of notable stars that he's been guarding this year. Like this year, he's been taking on guarding teams' best players, and he's done great job, like a great job on a lot of them. Jalen Brunson is one of them. Um, when we did play Jimmy Butler, he was one of them. Like he played a lot of stars this year and teams' best players, and he clamped them up literally. Like he clamped them up. So that's why he's mine. There's a stat I saw. There's a stat where they have all his matchups listed down and how they shot and everything. But I don't know where it is. I saw that like 2 months ago. But yeah, that's my pick.
All right, next we got the Seesaw Award, most up and down player this season. I feel like Mike already know what I'm gonna say, but so I'm gonna go second.
Go first, Nahum, because I gotta think about that.
No. I can't go second. I mean, I can't go first.
I can't think
Hold up,
about
hold up,
that.
hold up.
You might as well go. I gotta think about that. Up and
I
down.
got I got Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh yeah. I knew that.
It's some nights, man. Like he's just a fantastic offensive engine for the Mavericks team, and it's just another night, and it's like, bro, get this man off the court, please. I don't know what he's doing. He's taking Tobias Harris shot selection, and he's just not helping the team at all right now.
Oh,
So
nah, that might be my pick.
Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
He he wasn't really up and down. He was like,
it
Nah,
was
nah,
just
nah, nah.
down and
it,
not
yeah,
middle.
yeah. He wasn't really up and down. This man
But you
Tim
got if
Hardaway
you,
had multiple 40-point games this year.
bro, Tobias Harris, he had multiple like 25-point game,
It's-
But look,
Oh,
like that's not him
Tobias
though.
Harris give me 25. Oh,
That's not him though. Like, not saying
it
like
should be like again, like that's what we're
not
saying.
where it should be, but it's like he'd be up and down. Like some games he'll give you 28 and 30, and it look like oh nah, like
He,
yeah he hooping.
he's giving you 13 at most, majority of the season.
and some games he gonna still get you like 17. It's just gonna be on 28% shooting. So it's like the production, the number don't really even say nothing.
I remember Walter bet the under on him one time, and that man had 28.
Nah,
You
that's
should have had a
crazy.
Parlay Popper award.
No good. Uh, I still gotta think about it. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. See, if the season went how I was expecting it to go for Julius Randle, it would have been Julius Randle. But he picked it up before he got injured, so I can't even say him. This would
I
have been,
I I knew you was good. I knew you was gonna do that too.
but I can't say Julius Randle, unfortunately. Uh, that would have been beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. But mine, I would say D'Angelo Russell. I would say D'Angelo Russell. Like
I feel like he just been this much more consistent than like up and down. Like this season
Nah, yeah.
specifically.
I'm not gonna say this full season. I can say I can agree with that statement when there was time for him to get traded. But even after that, like once once his spot was solidified, he didn't really like keep that level of play. He went up, he went down, he went up, he went down, he went up, he went down. Like to me it's D'Lo.
I had
That's
two other names I was stewing on.
I,
It was Jalen Green and Cam Thomas.
nah,
I
I was
almost
thinking
gave
about
it to
no, no,
Cam
no, no. I
Thomas.
almost no, no. I the only reason why I almost wanted to give it to Cam Thomas,
it's not
like
Cantor's
I
fault.
can't give it to Cam
Yeah, it's
Thomas
not his
because like
fault.
he just be getting subbed out. Like what you want him to do? Like one game he'll give you 30. Next thing he playing 20 minutes and like he already had 13 in the first half. So it's like he just won't see the floor again. Like for
Like
me, I went like my finalist, like what I was really thinking, but I almost didn't want to say it. Like I'm not gonna lie, Malik Beasley was like he was real up and down this year. Like
I mean, I'm not mad at that at all.
like
next person I was gonna say was Jaren Jackson, but I had to leave that up. I think what's his name was worse. D'Lo.
it's like bro,
What, bro?
Jared Jackson had a good season, bro.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna say that. You're a Grizzlies guy.
No, I'm not gonna say that. You know, like I'm really hard on Jared Jackson, but bro had it. He had
No,
it.
actually, I'm really hard on Jaren Jackson. You just
No,
started recently seeing my vision, but it's
no,
okay.
no, 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 no. It's
We
just
gonna we gonna lie right now.
I don't slander my players in front of other people. Like you're just weird. Like I don't know.
I
Like
slander my players when I'm mad, and they deserve it. I'm an
bro,
honest man.
Jaren Jackson had a career year in points. Like bro, we're not about to sit here and act like you feel me.
It was situational.
Not facts. And some people drop at the plate. He went. You feel me?
Yeah, he dropped a
He ain't
lot.
strike out. He
Had,
ain't.
he had the great games, and then next game.
I
Anyways,
seen Jared.
next
You know, I don't be playing. I don't be sticking up for Jared Jackson Jr. I seen Jared Jackson win a lot of games for the
like
Grizzlies
you
this
feel
year.
me though. Like we was
Like more than a cup, way more than I thought.
like bro, 20 like like don't he should not be averaging 23 a game. I don't care if he's the first, second, or third option. Like realistically speaking. But
Like I
bro,
said, it was
he
situational.
stepped up. Anyways, yeah, Malik Beasley is my that's my pick for most up and down player. Um, one game, well, he'll go 7 for 9 from three, 6 for 9 for three, 6 for 7 from three. The next game he'll go what 3 for 10, 2 for 11. Like I don't know. Like if he stayed at a consistent pace with being for his production for the Bucks, it would be a they have a higher offensive percentage too, but 90%, not 90% of it, but 60% of it is because of the lack of him hitting shots when they need him. So yeah, that's my seesaw player award.
Next, we got the Overshadowed Award. This one for
Not
me was really easy.
who you going?
I went with Devin for so. We
I went Jaden McDaniels this one.
whole world caught up in the glory of Wemby. Um, and it just you know, it just took away from people seeing another really great developmental year for Denver. So
Great player.
Points only went up 1 point, but his shot selection improved. His
Tremendously.
efficiency from the field improved. And the more as each season goes by, I just see I see a star like just waiting for a fresh opportunity. Like me personally, like
Who would you compare him to?
it's a it's a hard comparison because I
Like I'm
think
talking
he
about
play
star wise.
I think he plays bigger than his size,
Uh-huh.
especially his shot selection. Um, but I feel like with the right opportunity, I say he's more like a uh I feel like it's kind of like a go-to when people be like when they see like a really jump shot. We say they see a wing with a good jump shot diet, they be like, "Oh, you gonna be like Chris Middleton." But I feel like he's like Chris Middleton if Chris Middleton didn't have
Bad
as
knees.
good of like as if Chris Middleton had worse pace. I feel like that's one thing
Understandable.
he has to get better is like his
His pace.
pace with his
Yeah.
shots.
Everybody on
Um,
Spurs has to get better with the pace.
I
Every
mean yeah, but hey, listen, if Trey Young out the door, like I'm if I'm the GM, I'm underselling Trey Young like crazy. I'm like, look, man, just give me some picks. What you got, Devin Vassell, purple
since
bag of Doritos? Like, look, come on, bro. Let's make it happen. I'd love to see him in a new opportunity. Um, not with young guys because he's with young guys. I just feel like he needs to be with a different set of
A
young guys.
content.
I don't think he
You
need
don't
to be
think
there
you,
with
you don't
Devontae
think he
Graham.
you don't think he should be on a contending team?
Um,
not gonna lie,
it's easy to
Like
say you want to see a good player in a contending situation, but like he would be really good on a team that's just rising. Cause like the Spurs ain't been rising for like a grip. He just been sitting there rotting.
so
What
you wouldn't like him coming off the bench on the Kings?
that
You
would give
feel me
me
though?
for Malik Monk. That would be because he's about to leave. He
he
about
about to
So
come my way. So
to.
yeah, he about to yeah. I would like to see that actually. That would be fantastic. Mike, what
bro,
what 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 is you
why
what
is
is you
this
going
why is
crazy
this
about?
a game, bro? Like why is this a game right now? No
Because
Jimmy?
Miami made like 12 or 14 threes in the first half. But this man JB just hit three straight threes.
Bro got 21.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What y'all got?
You on some Meek Mill joint.
Um
Oh, you
the
said Jay McDaniels.
yeah, you said Jaden McDaniels for
Hmm.
overshadow. It's funny, me and Nahum got people from the same team. I was thinking Cat.
I
Uh
like that. I
I
like
think
that.
I think everything surrounding the Timberwolves, even just the notions about their team, uh
Everything just falls back on Anthony Edwards.
yeah, everything just falls back on Anthony Edwards and or Rudy Gobert even. And like everybody in general was so ready for to write off Cat, including us. We were like, oh, Anthony
Going
Edwards.
into the season, like we had no expectation. We were just
Yeah,
like
we
Anthony
had
Edwards gonna have a crazy year, and then we left it
yeah,
at that.
and then we was like, Cat is just gonna sell him this, that, and the third.
We thought
So
he gonna get traded at the deadline. We
not
was all
facts,
thinking that.
facts. So like uh Carl Anthony Towns having a great year this year before he got injured, like, and people still not he still didn't get the type of recognition that I feel like he probably should have got. Uh, is why I feel like he's overlooked. Like I think he was definitely overlooked this year.
For sure. I really
Um,
like that one actually.
the reason why I said Jaden McDaniels what is one 9 times out of 10 he's locked. He's on their best matchup as far as like the other team's best scorer, and he took a crazy leap in 3 point shooting for him to be able to spread the floor. Like he went from 32% to 40%,
Yes, bro.
He used to be a
and
trash 3-point shooter. Oh my god.
like like people don't understand how much
how much that opens up
that
your
opens
opportunity, your
yeah
effectiveness for real. Like
and on top of that, it's like that's another reason why they were so good because the you got to respect his shot now. Like it's not like you okay we live no he's a 40% shooter like you got to go get out there like go contest and that creates lanes for Anthony Edwards or Mike Conley to go get down and distribute. So it's like that was my pick for both
rolling
those
out your
teams.
starting five and 4 out of 5 of them could shoot 40 clip is
It's
insane.
crazy.
Any season, any situation. Like
Yeah. And then in year five being like a crazy rebound, like 14 a game,
Yeah,
two okay.
Hartenstein
What's
better.
it?
Oh my god, bro. All right, bro.
Um
Next award.
he
oh no,
just
I
took
want to
it.
talk about this.
Rudy Gobert would be at McDonald's if he wasn't tall.
I feel like that's most of the NBA.
Like you can't do that because it's like then we can say the same thing about Jonas Valanciunas. Like
Jonas Valanciunas actually has a post game. He can do something with the ball in his hands. You have to spoon feed Rudy Gobert. You have to spoon feed him. You got to be
let's
like, here,
let's
here's open up wide, dunk.
yeah, let's just move on. But I want to start this one with Diamond in the Rough Award,
Okay,
Best
Rising
best
Star
player
on
on
a
a
bad
bad
team.
team. Rising player on
I'm
a
a, I'm
bad
gonna be
team.
real.
I'm about to say Cade.
Like, no, I'm not. I'm about to say Jaden Ivey,
No.
Morant
but
Jr.
no, but look, look, look,
So what's
look.
up, Red Jr.?
Nah,
Yo,
first of all,
what?
y'all know how I felt about Jaden Ivey coming out of Purdue. It's like,
It's crazy.
bro,
We had the same player on the same. I mean, we had the same team again for the award.
oh, you going Jalen Duran?
He about to say Jalen Duran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
He not.
like,
I can't even say he rising. He here.
not worried. But what the only reason why I say Jaden Ivey is because I'm not gonna lie. He averaged one more point last year, but that wasn't like this year. He was supposed to take a big leap this year. Like him not playing that first 3 months, 4 months
Them
was it?
Killian Hayes minutes is hard to come by.
Like, bro, he started to pick it up towards the end of he started to pick it up towards the end of the season, but I feel like if he got the opportunity from the start of the season, coming out of his rookie year, averaging 16 a game, like that could have easily jumped up to 2021 based off of how he plays, how well he gets downhill. And like he's not a bad defender. Like he can move his feet, he can get steals. So it's like that was my pick for what was the award name? Diamond in the Rough. Yeah, that was my pick for the Diamond in the Rough
What's
award.
your JD case, Mike? I already know
Um,
how we feel about Jalen Duran over here.
Jalen Duren is max. Like he's a great big. He's to me um he's a more dominant version of like a Bam Adebayo kind of sense in terms of like the offensive game because like Bam Adebayo is like he likes to take a lot of mid ranges and everything, but like Jalen Duren uses his strength a lot and his athleticism to like take the one dribble and dunk on somebody or finish strong in the paint or whatever. Um, but I think he's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. Um, Wide frame, no Diddy. Uh,
No kidding.
uh, I think he was like we know the Pistons had a terrible year. I think he was one of the only bright spots um for them, only because like there's something to look forward
Look
to.
forward to.
Uh and like if there's a big that can complement Cade and Jaden Ivey, it's him. So like just and then looking at his impact for that team, even though they lost a lot of games.
Bro,
Um,
they don't have a bad ball club. Like
that's what I'm saying. Look,
I think part of it was one teams didn't want to be that first team to lose to them. So like they were up for that game.
to
But
And
me,
who's gonna say
second,
don't be that team?
to me, their
nah,
biggest
word
to me their biggest reason was like they'll be in a lot of games, like close
for
games. They just
sure.
not finish them like at all. Like they just could not finish games. Like that was the biggest reason. Like especially early in the season, like they would be in a lot of close games, and then
Hmm.
it would be wraps. But yeah, Jalen Duren, to me this season was the best player on the Pistons. Like, Cade was injured a lot, and then I just expected a little more from Jaden Ivey, especially with Cade being injured, but also like Killian Hayes was getting minutes, so it's like Harold said, those are hard to come by. So yeah,
Cade had a career year this year, by the way.
not for sure, for sure,
23-8.
for sure, for sure. I just hope Cade can stay on the floor when his team is actually good.
I mean, nah, we're actually go ahead, Harold, my fault.
Uh, this one hurts. This one hurts.
You about to say Scotty?
My diamond in the rough player is Delano Banton.
Oh,
Portland Trailblazers version of Delano Banton, of course, because he wasn't in the rough for most of the season. He was actually he won the lottery, sitting on that bench. But he he got to Portland, and
he start wilding.
like I know it's bad down there, but like I don't know what they was cooking up. They just let him go out there and fry. Um, and he started producing like literally like just like last month of the season, almost like the only sample size he got playing in Portland.
Nah,
28 5 and 6 one game.
that last game was
28
crazy though.
11 and 5, 31 5 and 9, 26 5 and 5, 28 like bro. Just start spazzing like he a 20-point per
Nah,
game player.
the last three
Portland,
games,
Portland seriously has to figure out this guard thing. They have way too many
They have a
guards.
lot of guards.
They have way too.
They already committed to Simons and Shaden. Then they brought in Scoot.
That's what I'm
Now
saying.
they
What are
bringing
they cooking over there in terms of guards? They traded for Malcolm Brogdon, then they traded for Drew Holiday. What if
Brogdon
they,
going, bro.
no, for sure, but I'm just saying, like, what
nah,
if
even
the Celtics didn't trade for Drew Holiday? They would have Drew Holiday on the port with Malcolm Brogdon, with
He was
Shaden,
a
with
hundred
Anthony
percent getting bought out, bro. It
nah,
was not a
yeah, for
Malcolm like
sure.
Malcolm Brogdon is a special guy. He was like, no, I want to earn my pay. Like, no, I would be like, bro, get me out of here.
Nah, word.
But
That's a
much
great
love
pick.
to him. I wish he was still a Raptor. I love having Canadians on a roster, but it was his choice to leave. He said he got too distracted playing from home, and I feel that. So I wish him the best of luck. Um, I hope he don't end up like Malachi Flynn, respectfully. Um,
That's the
but
real, bro.
I definitely gotta show him look. We don't care about evil Dante, bro. Um, I love this one, the Secret Ingredient Award,
Oh,
I know. Nah,
biggest
it's
lineup
easy.
X factor for a role
It's
player.
oh, I
easy.
know.
I will say
Look,
this 10. I'll say
Wait,
this with my
wait, you said
full
for a role
chest.
player?
Yes,
it
Okay.
has to
I
be
say
for a
this with
role
my
player.
full
Yeah,
chest.
does it have to be for a role player, or could it just
Nah,
be for
because I'm
a
gonna
team
be
in general?
real.
For a team in general,
What do you
like
mean?
could it be for a team in general, or could it be strictly for a role player?
Like
Meaning,
like
like, the
like I'm
lineup, like that specific player changes the team's.
But like, it can't be like no superstar though. Like, it's obviously not gonna be a superstar. But
nah, it
people,
gotta be like a rotation player. You plug him in y'all lineup, and it's just like complete. It's a completely different team.
Okay.
Like
okay,
real like X factor. That's why I call it the secret ingredient. I say this 10 toes down. I feel like it should be unanimous just on off numbers alone. Trey Murphy the third. Trey Murphy the third in that starting lineup.
I love Trey Murphy,
The
and you know
Pelicans
I
is a
do.
completely different team.
I love Trey Murphy, and you know I do, but I can't agree with that.
He about to
Nah,
say Derek White.
I'm
Piss me off.
I'm
I'm
gonna be
not gonna say
real.
it, but
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all really like y'all might really think I'm crazy when I say this, and
you about to say Gigi.
nah, he's too young. He just started. You feel me?
He the
You
greatest.
feel me? Got in the league, but I'm going Aaron Gordon on that
Okay,
Nuggets team.
okay, okay.
Like, bro, like
That's
the
like
amount,
the best trade in like the last 10 years. Cause it's like
bro.
Nah,
Aaron
for real.
Gordon, like, bro, like people don't understand like the impact that Aaron Gordon has on that championship team. Like, and for him to get like for him to start to understand the game more. Like he's been coming out talking about him understanding the game more, understanding spots and where he needs to be on the floor to get easy buckets to score the ball.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
his impact playing that dunker spot for Jokic on that team specifically is is
Ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Ridiculous. It's like it's literally unstoppable. It's
Not
like
word.
I mean,
So,
unless you got a clone or somebody with Aaron Gordon's play style, it's unstoppable.
but it's like that's really hard too because for him to be that big and that twitchy and like he could get up quick,
That's what I'm saying.
like that's yeah. Pause. But yeah,
For me, to me, I thought it was going to be more obvious, but to me, it was Porzingis. Um,
I went Chet. If it wasn't gonna be
I
if
get
he
Chet
said,
too. I understand Chet too. I understand Chet too. But to me, it
Is
was
that team that good? We call it Porzingis a role like just a rotation player for real?
But all right, I get it. Trust me, I do. But the award is called secret ingredient. If there's any team that like
bro,
necessary,
Porzingis is on team scouting reports, bro. Like as far as bro,
bro,
he averaged 20 a game this year, bro.
he won 64 games this year because of him. Like he opened everything up, literally. Like he
But it's
opened,
like nah,
yo,
he's not
real
a
quick
role
before I
player.
continue,
He's not a role player though.
before I continue, he's like for the best pick and roll, like duos in the league, he's on there like four times with four different players
I
on our
mean,
team.
he can shoot from 40. Like
Nah,
he's a
but I'm just saying that, like, bro, like he opens up so much for us in general.
for
Like
sure.
we didn't have that fluidity last year. Like you can see the drastic change from us last year, and we were still a good team last year. We were still a good ass team last year, but compared to last year to this year, like it opens up way more, way more. And then it's like,
Understandable.
are we going to call Chet a role player too? Because like he's a rookie who's going to end up being a star. Is that a role player?
That's why I didn't say Chet. That's why I went Aaron Gordon. But I ain't gonna lie. Wait, where are we going? This the Time Lord Award.
Yeah,
Next one.
yeah.
Best
Time
player to
Lord.
make best player to make best
Did I
player to
hear
make the
Time
He
most
Lord?
said Robert Williams.
best player to make the most out of his minutes. I stayed on the Nuggets. I went Christian Braun.
I feel
I
that.
ain't gonna
I like
lie.
that. I like that a
I
lot.
feel
Like
like I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the player on the Nuggets to go with that is Peyton Watson.
mm, I I'm not gonna lie. Like his impact on the game, like losing Bruce Brown and him just coming in and filling that role, like
Yeah,
that was huge for them as far as not missing a beat
no,
off the bench.
for sure, for sure.
Like that's in my opinion, that's what kept them at that championship level. Like you need that one to two players that just go out and be a dog and guard the best guard you got and you feel me, try to take him out the game as much as possible. And on top of that, he gets a lot of like easy buckets, like momentum shifting buckets. Like it'll be a time where the crowd is going crazy, he'll catch a dunk
Yeah,
Like
yeah, for sure.
that's my pick for the
Yeah,
Time Lord
I,
Award.
I told y'all when I saw him, I was like, I like him. He tough.
Not where, yeah.
Uh, for me, I didn't go to the Nuggets. Um, to me though, other like I did say, what's his name? I did say Peyton Watson, but if I was to choose someone other than him, I would have to say before like he got injured and then end up playing for the rest of the season, and like he's been injured for like since like November or something like that. Like he didn't play for a minute. But I think he would have changed like this whole team's trajectory. He would have changed the team from being mid to being probably okay and good. Josh Okogie.
Mm.
Um, every time Josh Okogie plays is just nothing but straight effort. Uh,
Mhm.
his three ball seemed to be better from when he was playing this season. But he got hurt, ended up not playing for the rest of the season. And ultimately that's why the Suns went and traded for Royce O'Neal, but it's just not the same, obviously. Like I always like this how I always felt like Royce O'Neal was one of those overrated defenders because like I don't really think he's good at anything defensively. I think he just gives effort. He's a hack. I don't really I don't he doesn't do anything like on the defensive end that wows me. Like he just fouls everybody. I, but um yeah, like Josh Okogie was like easily like one of the reasons why KD at the time started averaging 30 because he would create a lot of fast breaks and then KD would just pull up right in the middle if he got the ball and like I just think Josh Okogie was like easily like the X factor for the Suns. So I got to give that to Josh Okogie.
I went the super defensive route. Um, there's a player who just has a really, 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 really difficult time staying on the floor. But if he was healthy, he would constantly be discussed more as just one of the most elite defenders consistently that Jaden McDaniels, OG, and Anobi tier. And he's somewhat healthy this season. He came back, but the team's minutes are pretty stuffed. So he's he's been playing sparingly. He doesn't even get 16 points per 16 minutes a game, but when he does, it's probably some of the most second for second impactful defending and defensive ceiling rising that I've seen for a team, and it's really important for this team because they're so young, and they're trying to compete and keep up with high caliber teams. I feel like home know where I'm about to go. Um, I got to give some respect to Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah,
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
I just really desperately wish that like he could just stay
Stay on
healthy.
the floor. Yeah.
My biggest concern is like he's one of they he's I think he is like their earliest draft pick from like this whole project that they're on. So my
Yeah.
biggest concern was always that like
yeah, he
he'd
was
be
in that
out too
draft.
long and they would just lose the plot and they would have to give up an asset that's super
I mean,
invaluable to them.
they tried. I think they're like. I feel like him coming back. When did he come back?
He came
What
back
part of
like
it?
I
Early
think it
March,
was yeah like
mid
not even
March.
nah like
Yeah,
way earlier than that. He was like he was in and then he was out and then he was back in.
I feel like with that, like his minutes. I feel like he's gonna get his minutes back. Like they know what they have in Jonathan Isaac. It's just
As far as a defender like
him
him,
bringing him back, them bringing him back gradually. Like they can't just insert him back into the lineup like he was just. You feel me?
He been
Like
in and out. Like he started the season. The longest stretch of games he missed was like 10 or 12, like at the end of last year. And then
hmm
he's just been like he's been in. He's only missed like a few handful of games since then. He's just like it's a heavy rotation.
it's gonna be a completely different summer for him because usually he has to deal with rehab over the summer. Him actually having a full off season where he can develop and work on his game is going to be big for him coming back into next year. So he's going to be good. That's a good pick. I like that pick a lot.
I just want him to like he just need to play, bro. Like we
Yeah,
like everybody see like this is a crazy defensive talent. He just never be on the floor to help.
Yeah, like
yeah.
he's like you. It's rare you get defenders like him because like he's taller than Jaden McDaniels. He can move like Bam. He's strong like AD. Like you don't really get that all of that together. Like he's like one of those people I feel like can legitimately guard 1 through 5, like without a flaw, kind of. Like even though we say guys like Bam could guard 1 through 5, there's
He
flaws
still has
within.
flaws. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's flaws within that. But I think Jonathan Isaac is one of those guys like where you could say like he can guard 1 through 5 perfectly. Like I don't think there's one flaw in his defensive part of the game. Like
hmm
he can guard 1 through 5, whether the guy is bigger than him, smaller than him, stronger than him, all of that, because he has all the intangibles. So
Yeah.
Or we got the last one, the unsung award. I feel like we had a couple unsung names that we talked about today already. Some
unsung, you mean like unsung hero?
Star.
yeah, like the most unsung star player. I don't remember what I put for the description. Let me see.
Bro, this man Caleb Martin hitting threes, bro. I can't, bro. Can't.
Yeah,
You
the
mean
Oh yeah.
most overlooked star player.
We
I
could
know
go with
for
you on this
me,
one.
like I feel I've already been mad passionate about it this episode. Like no All Stars, no All NBA nods for a season like De'Aaron Fox has. It's going to be super unfortunate, and it's going to get lost in time. Um, and I feel like that's kind of like it's been his whole career so far. It's like he be up, he be with the elites, um, but it's just no noise because that West be guard heavy, and he hasn't really broken through to have other than last year to have a really such a strong season where it's like people are paying attention.
it's like he was on
Um,
that pace early too. He was dropping 31 a game. So it's like he was on that pace this year.
he still finished with like 27, like just as
Oh,
good as like
but you know what that 30 do when like in terms of stats, like it's just like he's averaging
It's
30.
different.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It get people looking for him.
so. I definitely got him second. Like you said, probably be Cat just because of personal narratives that we've
Yeah.
been paying attention to. But yeah, I got De'Aaron Fox for sure.
Okay.
Hey, I'm about to say John Morant, so you know.
Unsung for me, I feel like that's when Trey Murphy comes in.
Star?
Does it have to be star, bro? Like,
I put Star.
okay, so unsung star. Hmm. DeJounte Murray.
That was my pick.
I feel
DeJounte
that one. I feel
I
that one.
because I don't like. Go ahead, Mike. I'm gonna let you
I'll
respond.
also say DeMar DeRozan, just like a little honorable mention.
Okay.
Okay.
But he might win an award, so I don't even know.
DeJounte Murray just cause like um he was given a heavy burden this year.
hmm
Uh and I don't know, I feel like to me at least like he did what he could. Um
Under the circumstances he
he,
had.
Yeah, under the circumstances he had. That roster isn't necessarily a good roster. But one uh first off, props to Quinn Snyder because like he's still a good coach. Uh like especially defensively. His defensive schemes are beautiful. But uh he really like once Trey went down, he kind of like hit a different gear offensively and defensively. He would I'm pretty sure he had like a good amount of like his fair share of like 4x5 games and stuff like that. Uh so he'll be dropping 25 plus with like 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals or something like that. Uh and like I said, like he took on a heavy burden this year with being that team's best player when Trey went down. He got guys like Jalen Johnson seeming to me at least taking another leap.
He got
Uh
hurt too.
yeah, he got hurt too, but before he got hurt, because he got hurt after Trey, I believe. So
Hmm.
before he got hurt, he seemed to be taking like another leap than he already did earlier in the season. Um and that's credit to DeJounte Murray because DeJounte Murray was really like doming him up. Uh so yeah, I think for me, unsung star is DeJounte.
Um, yeah, piggybacking off what you said, like as much as they were like ready to like just trade him, and like they were talking about trades and sending him away, like what this is his second year in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like he hasn't even got a real like him and Trey haven't had a real full season together. And on top of that, what this Trey Young's first time really getting hurt, like sitting
Yeah,
some time out.
this is the first time he had like a lot of time out because he had
Yeah.
something on his thumb or something like that.
And then on top of that, it's like this, like Mike said, this isn't one of the most like eye appealing rosters. So it's like for them to be this mediocre and for him to produce the way he produced, like with Trey Young going down, they almost wasn't even supposed to make the play-in tournament. Like that's how people were talking. And he rose to the occasion. He won him a lot of close games. And yeah, that's my unsung Star Award. So
Yes, sir. And that is the inaugural Triangle Offense Special Awards show. Of course, you made it this far. We love you. We are, of course. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you listen to your podcast. You can listen to us, of course. Like, comment, subscribe, share, post on the story, tell a friend to tell a friend. Another episode is in the
Yeah,
books. Speaking of books, we're gonna throw a little last one in real quick. Who wins the Parlay Popper Award?
like by popper, you mean like people who mess up parlays?
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, I'm sorry.
Um,
Anthony Edwards is up there.
for me, parlay popper.
He gonna say Pascal Siakam legacy pick.
That was last year. You got to do this year. Parlay popper. It's a good amount of them. Who hurt me the worst way?
No, 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 no. Who hurt me the worst way this year?
That's it.
Jalen Brown hurt me the worst way this year.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
I could have won
It's
500
bet-
and he
it's
scored
it's
23.
it's between Tatum. It's between Tatum and
I don't bet like on Tatum like that. It's surprising. So
nah, that the one last week was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But Tatum
that's not his fault.
and he missed a wide open layup.
Huh?
He missed a wide open layup.
He was getting doubled the whole game.
Not word, but like
He got
wide
a
open
triple
layup though.
double, bro. Like
Nah, yeah, it's between Tatum and Anthony Edwards. So
All right,
yeah,
y'all. We going to see y'all next time around.
yes, sir.
is there